there, Libra. I'll be doing my weekly 3-card tarot reading, and then I'll be doing a combination card and astrology dice reading. Now, the cards aren't in any particular order like past, present, and future. And the 3 12-sided astrology dice represent the zodiac signs, the planets are lunar nodes, and the houses. And the cards that you received this week is Justice, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Swords. Libra rules justice, so this could be personifying you. But the Knight of Swords, too, is air, words, and Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So this could also be signifying you as well. Now, normally the presence of justice to me is that things were out of balance and they're going back into balance, but I think that there's going to be a tug of war between opposing forces, because the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords are dipolar opposites. The Queen is about emotions and love, making decisions using your heart, nurturing and caring and having an affection for things. But she's also about intuition and listening to your inner voice and your gut feelings. And then contrary to that, the Knight of Swords is about mental acuity. He doesn't use emotions at all when he makes decisions. This is mind over matter, and nothing else matters to him. He's extremely aggressive where she's nurturing. And he comes galloping into your life. Now, this could be someone else, or this could be you, acting really rash, impetuous, and wielding your sword towards other people. The Knight is really smart, but he can't see the nose in front of him sometimes, and a lot of times he achieves his goals at the expense of other people. Now, he's rushing forward in the card, and the Queen is staring straight at the Justice card. And now notice there's an upright sword on both sides of the Queen. So there's something going on with the sword of justice, the sword of truth, the sword of accountability. Now, there's 2 levels of justice. We have our own man-made laws and rules that we can break and go to prison or go to court. And certainly this could be something involved with that, a divorce from the Queen of Cups. But with the justice there, it's stating that if there is some type of court proceedings, it might go into your favor, or more into your favor. Now then there's the laws of the universe, the karmic laws, that come to accountability for missteps. You reap what you sow. What comes around goes around. And this week I see that there's going to be some kind of balancing act between the loving Queen versus the impetuous Knight. And I think this has something to do with you flipping and flopping between these 2 modes. Some minutes, hours, a day, you might be overly caring about something. And then again, you might go to the other side and not even give one thought to it, not have one emotion. You must be working something out in your mind. And in your emotions, too. And really, you have to go up above to spirit. It's the spirit. Then it's mind, emotions, and physical. So there's something that you're working out in your mind, and you're finding, or you're seeking, some truths. And whether it balances out at the end of the week is really up to you. Let's see what the dice has in store. So I rolled the dice and you received Pisces, Pluto in the 9th house. Now the 9th house is about education or preparing yourself to think big. And this can have a lot to do with even foreign contacts or a lot of education type contacts. Things that are seeking knowledge and wisdom. Something that the Knight of Swords hasn't been able to exercise. He's smart, but he really can't direct all of his focus to the right things, and he's so impetuous that he overlooks a lot of things. Now, Pluto is the god of the underworld, so this is about transformation and change. And Pisces is about compassion and the unconscious spiritual self. Maybe with the Queen of Cups staring at the Justice card, she's bringing in some spiritual awakening, along with some truths, because she's staring at the sword of truth. Now let's take a quick look at the ninth house. I had mentioned that it's about education, but it's also about truths, as well as the Justice card that predicates her life on truth. Now there's some mind expansion thing going on this week, and there's some discernment. Discernment means to judge, and that's what you're going to be doing this week. Now the Queen of Cups is about emotions, and the Knight of Swords is about your mind, and both have to be exercised to keep them fit for them to work correctly. And I think this week you're going to have a workout for emotions and your mind. Now Pluto in the ninth house says that this is going to be an avid week of learning, acquiring knowledge. But with the Knight of Swords there, it's going to have kind of a rough around the edges feel to it. Maybe you're going to come across some diamond in the rough ideas that need to be worked through first before you start putting it on the drawing board. You might be pursuing some secrets or some spiritualism and have an interest in life and death, transformation, or even history this week. There's an old Russian saying that if you remember too much of the past, you blind one eye. If you ignore the past, you blind both eyes. Now Pisces and Pluto has you concerned with how your actions affect other people, and that's connected to the Justice card. And there could be some turmoil involved in this, and the Queen of Cups is there to talk you down. And there is some kind of transformation going on here. Rebirth, maybe, is a better way to say it. Because you're going to be delving into some deep spiritual matters of the soul, and maybe even some unconditional love. So think love this week. With Pluto and Pisces, it has me feeling like there's going to be some shape-shifting type things going on, some transformational differences that are going to balance the scales of injustice in the overall worldview. You might come across some really profound understandings. And this is from the ninth house. That might bring you closer to the understanding of your life and of life itself. But you know, other people aren't coming to these type of realizations, and you might become depressed or angry because the world's not getting in line on this new transformation and this new balance feeling. But just be thankful that you have a sense of balance now in your microcosm, and just take one day at a time. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.